Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up.
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up.
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to the Mr. Showtime Showcast. I'll say this. I don't care how controversial it may sound. I don't care who it offends. Women are a means to an end. Even the Bible proves that. Women were a means to an end even in the beginning, in the book of Genesis. It starts with a man, it ends with women. Well, it starts with men, women are a means to an end. What do I mean by that? God created Adam first, even though the Torah talks about Lilith, where it talks about, God created both beings at the same time out of dust. And then, since Lilith saw herself as an equal, she didn't want to be submissive to Adam, then God ended up casting her out of the Garden of Eden. And then she ended up turning into a demon. And then God created a second woman, of course by the name of Eve, out of Adam's left rib. And then God said, Adam, this is your helpmate. Now go play with each other in the garden. Of which, Adam was told not to eat the forbidden fruit. And Adam initially obeyed. Because, men are logical thinkers, right? The woman, Eve, came across the serpent, of which she was seduced and, hoodwinked and bamboozled, lied to, influenced, coerced into eating the forbidden fruit, because women are easily influenced into doing pretty much anything. And Eve ate the fruit, and she gave one to Adam. Because God and man was connected at first. There was no sin. The world was made perfect. Everything was provided in the Garden of Eden. And it was only up until, Adam was, led astray. Well, not necessarily led astray. I would say also got manipulated is not the word I'll use, but it's because of Eve that he also ate the fruit, and God and man were disconnected by the sin of eating the forbidden fruit. Now, where am I going with this, right? On earth, women make up more in terms of numbers, more numbers than men. According to the ratio, I think they say there's 3 times more women as to 1 man. So there's 3 times as many women as per 1 man. And of course, the anti-Christian satanic agenda is trying to push for women empowerment, because we're at a point where women decide the vote. The female vote decides. Well, if you're in America and South Africa, the black vote decides, But going deeper, since women make up more numbers, that's the incentive that's part of the incentive for them pushing women empowerment. Because they want the female votes so that they can easily manipulate women, since women are emotional and they're easily, influenced. Kamala Harris seeks to significantly raise family taxes by almost 2.6 thousand US dollars. This woman is going to destroy our first world civilizations. Do not allow this to happen. Now, it's so sad that there's a fair amount of people that are just like illogical when it comes to politics. They're politically inept. It's empty up here, like, whew, right? I see this on my Twitter. They're just angry, right? Also, college students. Oh my goodness, I'm a university graduate myself, and as a university graduate, my time I spent in university, I now understand, and I agree that for the most part, college/university is a scam. Unless, of course, you're going into the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, medicine, or maths. It's a scam. And a lot of these Gen Z, wokies, limp-wristed skittles, impressionable young minds who grew up in this new age era. Dear oh dear. I see these Charlie Kirk videos of Charlie Kirk going over to these university and him challenging, talking to these students, and kudos to him. He's red pilling these Gen Z wokies, these wokies, because they are the few. Don't remind me. It's unfortunate. They are the future of America, and it's important for us to try our best to get their minds right, because they're the future. And if their minds are discombobulated and they succumb to these single issue voting probes, such as abortion and student loan debt, it's already been established that Roe v. Wade is fully set for the next 50 years. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have no power of student loan forgiveness. They're not going to do that. They are not going to do that. Folks, do not make the... I'm not even talking to conservative Republicans anymore. I'm talking to the undecided voters. How on earth can you be an undecided voter at this point? This is who you want to vote for? Someone who wants to use your taxpayer dollars to provide sex change initiatives in prison? Let's take a watch.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Okay, you saw that. That's what you want. You're gonna allow your hard-earned taxpayer money to go to these silly, unholy agendas. Folks, women should become presidents. I don't care whether she's conservative or liberal, left-leaning, a leftard. Because leaders of a nation, especially, if we have a female president, she's gonna have to have meetings with these intimidating men, such as your Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping of China. There's no way, these presidents are gonna take her seriously. Okay? She is gonna be intimidated by these men, since women are very passive and non-confrontational, and They're very indirect with their communication. These persons, they're gonna see it as a layup. Put someone in there who knows how to put these fierce antagonists in check, such as Donald Trump, for example. I don't know any other president who knows how to keep Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping in check, at bay. Because Trump knows how to play this game. Folks, it is all up to you at this point. We, us dissenting voices, can only provide you with an eye opener. Okay? This is a woman who wants to establish universal background checks for guns. And you know how guns are very important. I mean, there's a reason why they want to get rid of guns. I mean, without guns, the government can run up in your house and enslave you. Okay? They can run up in your house and enslave you. I mean, she calls, AR-15s. Now, I'm not too clued up on guns. She calls AR-15s assault weapons. I don't know how true that is because they are semi-automatic. She calls them tools of war, guns of war. And she has said on multiple occasions, on multiple interviews, that she wants to ban your right to have a firearm, your right to protect yourself. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. It's funny how these politicians, they want to ban your guns, but they want to keep theirs. Government tyranny is afoot. Now, personally, I'm a little too iffy. I'm a little iffy when it comes to gun ownership because, especially when there's kids in the house. I've seen some sad stories on Dr. Phil. Kid accidentally finds his father's gun and then, doesn't end up well. Now, this is not an invitation for you to come rob me, because hey, I may be saying this, and then you may try to, bust in my door, and as soon as you bust in my door, kablam! That's your ass right there. You never know. Don't test me. Okay? So anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Folks, we in South Africa, 34 years ago, we overcame our government tyranny. And our talisman was the great late Nelson Mandela. I hope Americans believe that you can do it too with Donald J. Trump. If you've been watching this far, thank you so much for watching. And remember, the Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit. And don't fall for the psyops. Kamala Harris is not black. At least not fully. She's like an eighth. Not even a quarter black, an eighth black. Oh yeah. She's a descendant of Irish slave owners. Did you know? Don't fall for the psyops. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.
Taxes are going to have to go up.